Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic finish to the Sunbelt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sunbelt Conference right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, against the 18th ranked team, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leading it in the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The Ragin' Cajuns will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, and he's got some space here. We finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Vasco. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the Chanticleers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Gets some space around the 30. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleers.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. And Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We go with a direct snap. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The Raging Cajuns will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to his target. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Raging Cajuns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana.
Second down and goal upcoming. And he'll set up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Coastal. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Wow, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 14, Louisiana 0.
A new set of downs after that completion. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Carter. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid game there in first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And the wideout goes in motion. It's a run to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He's running out of time here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
The Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The Shanta clears with 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Basco. Pass caught, and the ball to the ground. Defense has got the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football. And the
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And here comes the Ragin' Cajuns offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. And he's got it already past the 1st down marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Running game is working. He'll stick with it on 1st down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Wide receiver gets a shot on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass, it's Vasco. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down. Looking to throw the football. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. This pass is on target, caught. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Coastal Carolina.
And the Chanticleers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Louisiana 7.
The Raging Cajuns will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Louisiana 7.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
On the run, it's Davis. Great cut there. In the clear at the 25. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Raging Cajuns line it up with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Louisiana. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Bennett. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. Coastal Carolina 28, Louisiana 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
It's QB sneak.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. Third down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down, no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be fourth down in inches.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. This game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
The Chanticleers moving quickly down the field here. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Vasco. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do,
You better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Looking for some space. It's Bennett. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Ball handed off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Finding space at the 20. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Special seasons have a way of leading to games like this, and we can now say that the Sunbelt has a champion. We all know seasons like this are hard to put together, but we're going to have to wait and see what the committee decides to do if this championship team gets an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fallon, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.